many women are not going to want to hear this, but at the end of the day, we are programmed to dress for men. Like all of that tight stuff, like we're literally programmed to be the entertainment of men. So I asked ChatGPT a question, and here's the full length. So much of women's fashion, especially mainstream or trendy styles, has been shaped by the male gaze, not by women's comfort or practicality. The obsession with tightness, stretch, cling fabrics like polyester, deep cuts, short hemlines, it's not a coincidence. A lot of it is literally designed for visual appeal to men, not functionality or ease of movement. Historically, men have dominated fashion houses, ad agencies, and clothing corporations. Even when women are designers, they're often pressured to align with what's sexy by male-run board or investors. And polyester, it's cheap, traps heat, doesn't breathe, and is awful for the planet. Yet it's in everything, especially fast fashion targeted at women. It's not about control. It's about colonizing even how women exist in public spaces. When women wear baggy, loose, or practical clothes, they're often seen as unattractive or lazy, which is insane. Meanwhile, women's comfort, health, and self-expression are thrown to the side. Here we go. So it says the sexualization and discomfort. Because she said this didn't just randomly happen. The sexualization and discomfort baked into women's clothing has deep historical roots tied to patriarchy, power, capitalism, and the control of women's bodies. Here's the breakdown of how it all started. Okay, so they talked about ancient times, but I'm going to just skip it. Then it talks about male-dominated fashion power structures. Fashion design became a male-dominated industry, especially in the West. Most of the major European fashion houses that shaped global trends like Dior, Chanel, after Karl Lagerfeld, Yves Saint Laurent, etc., have been led by men. These men design women's clothing through a male fantasy lens, enhancing curves, exposing skin, and emphasizing beauty over function. Even in Hollywood, costume designers dressed women in tight corsets, heels, and thin fabrics, not for comfort or practicality, but for sex appeal that became the standard. Marketing and the male gaze. Since the 1950s, advertising has drilled into women that our value lies in how we look. Sexy equals lovable. Beautiful equals worthy. Clothes became tools to achieve that. Tight jeans, bodycon dresses, crop tops, push-up bras. Those weren't about how a woman feels. They were about how she looks to a man. Women who didn't dress like that, frumpy, invisible, unattractive. It's a form of control because it forces women to prioritize being seen by men over being free. The modern trap. Empowerment versus objectification. Now, it's marketed as empowerment. Where would you want? Be sexy for you. But the system hasn't changed. Most brands still prioritize male design silhouettes and fabrics. Comfort, breathability, utility, still an afterthought, even in athleisure. Okay, so bottom line, women's clothing has been hysterically designed not by women, but by men for the consumption of men. And now it's packaged as empowerment. Oh, I love this AI, man. Even though it often still reflects the same old dynamics, discomfort, restriction, and the male gaze. I'm done here because at the end of the day, Trust me, we're all just dressing for men and for the entertainment of men. All of us. It's time we wake up and really start thinking about this.